Hello, everyone. Welcome to yoga. We're still working on splits for our pose of the month for July, or half splits, or whatever kind of split you can do, but I do recommend blocks. And if you have 2 blocks, that's even better. If you don't have blocks, you can always grab like a really sturdy cushion or a sturdy box or anything you have that would hold a little bit of weight. So go ahead and come on into a child's pose. So we'll start in child's pose. Big toes together, feet hip distance apart. Just let your arms reach forward. Let your hips settle back. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Your next round of breath, go ahead and set an intention, purpose, or dedication for today's practice. And seal that intention on your heart. Let's get started. From your child's pose, go ahead and come into a tabletop position. I'm just going to turn so that you can see me for this one. We're going to work on a little bit of hip mobility for the beginning of our practice, since we are working on splits and half splits. So to start, just make some circles with your hips. Taking them around. You can make the circle small or big. You can sit all the way back if you'd like. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Come back to center. Make sure knees are hip distance apart. Just pull your core and belly in for a moment. On your inhale, take your right knee out to the right. Exhale, make a big circle. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, right leg back. Flex your foot. Bring it back in. Inhale, right knee out. Exhale, circle. Small or big, your choice. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, extend. Take one more. Right knee out. Big circle. Right knee to chest. Right leg reaches back. Release it down. Take one cat-cow to neutralize your spine. Let your belly drop. Keep it up. And then dome and round each vertebrae up towards the ceiling. Come back to center. Working on our left side. Inhale, left knee out. Exhale, make a circle. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, left knee out. Exhale, circle. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, take it back. Take one more to the left. Make a circle. Knee to chest. Take it back. Release your knees. Move through one more cat-cow. Let your belly drop. Peek up. Dome and round your spine. Come back to center in your tabletop. Tuck your toes and slowly lift your hips all the way up for your first down dog. Take a breath or two to pedal out your knees, pedal out your heels, and your upper body through your arms. Full breath in. Full breath out. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and fold forward. Rise to a flat back, tap your shins. Fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. And sweep arms forward and up for your first fierce or chair pose. Pull your thumbs back, let your hips settle down. Inhale, straighten, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, arms reach back to airplane. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge. Take a full round of breath to find your footing. Then twist to the left. So right arm forward, left arm back. Pull your shoulders back over your hips and settle. Full inhale, full exhale. Come back to center in your high crescent lunge. Plant your back foot and find your warrior 2. So find that nice strong warrior 2, front knee stacked over your ankle and pressing it out. Now let's add some dynamic movement. On your inhale, straighten your front leg, reach up. Exhale, come through heart center into your warrior 2. Inhale, straighten, reach. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Take one more on this set. Lift your heart and chest, peek at your thumbs. Find your warrior two and pause. Reach forward for a bent knee triangle. Elbow to knee or arm compressed to the inside of your leg. Find length through your spine and space in between your shoulder blades as you reach up. And take a peek up at your thumb. I'm gonna hold this for a few breaths, so your choice. You can take an extended side angle. You can flip your palm and take a half bind. You can reach through for a full bind. Waking up our legs, waking up our hips. Try to peek up at the ceiling. Take a full round of breath. Bring yourself back into your bent knee triangle. Use your right arm to lift you up to the warrior two. Flip your front palm and reverse. So try to make it all one nice big movement and smooth movement. Reach back towards the back of your mat. Cartwheel down for a twisted lunge. Right hand planted, left hand to your knee, your hip, or you can reach high. Twist from your core, peek up. Release your left hand down, step back, down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Let's move through modified vinyasa. Come forward to your high plank. Tap your knees, lower yourself all the way down. We're just taking a baby cobra. So hands by your ribs, by your sides. Lift your heart and chest up. Just gaze at the front of your mat. Press into your feet and lift your knees up. Lift your heart and chest a little more. Release down. You can come through tabletop or tuck your toes and lift right to your down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, dome and round. Send your right leg up. Lace it through to a lunge. Drop your left knee down and start to sit your hips back. So this is where blocks come in handy. If you have blocks, just kind of working towards a half split here. You can take your blocks to the sides on a high or medium or even a low setting and sit back, curling your toes towards your nose. Or you can place a block behind your right glute and sit back on your block and then hinge your upper body forward for a half split. So again, just take what's available for you. Full breath in, full breath out. Lift yourself back up and come back to your lunge. Moving any blocks out of the way on your way there. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Now shift weight into your right leg and pop your left leg up for a standing split. You can place a hand behind your calf or ankle. Bring your forehead a little closer to your knee. Lift your left leg up. Now drop your left hip so it's in line with your right. Walk your hands up your leg or you can float your hands to heart center. Pull your shoulders back. Now reach your arms back, coming into a warrior three. We're gonna make our warrior three dynamic today. So on your inhale, nice and slow, bring your left knee up to 90. Keep your arms by your sides. Exhale, take it back to your warrior three. Ooh, this needs some focus and some glute engagement here. Inhale, knee to 90. Exhale, take it back. Just move nice and slow. You don't have to move on my breath. I'd rather you move on your own breath. So if you need to take this slower, feel free. Just taking one more. Left knee to 90. Send your left leg back and hold. Pull your shoulder blades back. Reach your fingertips back. Flex your back foot. Slowly hinge your left knee back to 90. Just grow a little taller at the top. Release your left leg down. Take a full round of breath. Shake out your feet. Shake out your ankles. Taking dancer's pose on our left side. Take your right arm up. Left arm out to the side. Put your left foot behind you. We're nice and tall. And when you're ready, start to kick back. You can keep your top arm lifted. You can reach forward. You can hinge forward. Just really finding your dancer's pose. If you are reaching forward, try to take your gaze past your fingertips. Just take one more breath in your dancers. Slowly bring your knees back together. Release your foot. Find a back stroke or windmill of your arms. Land in your conscious mountain pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach arms up. Add a little back bend at the top. Exhale, forward and down. Fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge. Take a breath to settle. Adding our twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Keep sinking into your front knee as you pull your back fingertips back. Come back to center, high crescent lunge. Plant your back foot, find your warrior two. Adding our dynamic movement, inhale, straight your front knee, reach up. Exhale, come through heart center, back to your two. Inhale, straighten, reach. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach up, peek up. Exhale, warrior two. Take one more, reach up, lift your heart and chest at the top. Find your warrior two and settle. Coming into our bent knee triangle, reach forward. Elbow to knee or arm to the inside of your leg. Ground down through both feet, but if you're gripping through your toes, I could tell my right toes were gripping. I just want you to lift them up and then release them down. Your choice, extended side angle, half bind or full bind. Commit to your variation. Sink in a little deeper, full breath in, full breath out. Come back to your bent knee triangle, left arm lifts. Lift yourself through your warrior two, flip your front palm, reverse. Reach up and back. Reach back a little deeper. Cartwheel down to your twisted lunge, left hand planted, right hand can tap your knee, your hip, or reach high. Take a peek up. Release your right hand down. Step back, down dog. Full inhale, full exhale. Modified vinyasa, come forward, high plank. You can always tap knees or lower yourself all the way down. Coming into a Sphinx pose, slide your forearms forward. Elbows are right under your shoulders. Press the tops of your feet down to lift your knees. Send your heart and chest forward. Lift up. Release back down. Hands under shoulders. Come through tabletop or right to your dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Lift your left leg high. Bring your knee to your nose. Round your spine. Send your left leg up. Place it through to your lunge. Drop your right knee down. Again, your choice. You can use your blocks to the side, or you can place a block behind your left glute and hinge over your left leg for a half split. Take one more breath in your split variation. Bring yourself back to your lunge. Move any blocks or props. Lift your right knee, tuck your right toes. Then lift your right leg high, standing split. Try to get your forehead a little closer to your knee as you lift your right leg up. Drop your right hip so it's in line with your left. Walk or float your hands to heart center and pause. And reach arms back. Again, warrior three with dynamic movement. On your inhale, slowly bring your right knee to 90. You can always tap a toe down for a moment if you need to. Exhale, bring it back. Flex your foot. Inhale, knee to 90. Try to keep it steady, grounding down through your left leg. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, knee to 90. Pause at the top. Exhale, take it back. Just take one more. Knee to 90. Take it back and hover in your warrior three. Reach your fingertips back. Flex your back foot. Slowly bring your right knee back to 90. Pause at the top. Release your right leg down. Shake out feet or shake out ankles, anything you need. Full round of breath. Dancers on our right side, take your left arm up. Reach your right arm out. Catch your foot. Take a pause at the top. When you're ready, kick back. Again, you can find your reach or hinge. You can keep your top arm lifted. Try to keep your gaze forward and your heart and chest forward. Sometimes people let their heart and chest drop. I want you to keep it nice and high to keep the heart opening of the pose. Just take one more breath in your dancers. Bring your knees back together. Release your foot. And that nice backstroke or windmill of your arms. Land in conscious mountain pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach up, optional back bend. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Shoulders lift hip height, flat back. Step your right foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge. Just one inhale to reach. Exhale, plant your back foot. Find your warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. This time, take your palm up towards the ceiling. You can catch your wrist or place your hand in between your shoulder blades, catch your elbow. Straighten your left leg, releasing your front hip, your left hip. And just give your elbow, your wrist that little tug back, little self-assist. Reach your tug back. Come back to center, arms to its knee. Turn your left toes in for a wide-legged forward fold. Flip your palms, lift your heart and chest. As you flip palms down, hinge yourself forward. Pause when you're parallel with the floor. Finding length from the crown of your head to your tailbone and through both middle fingers. Then release your hands. You can always release your hands to a block. I want you to keep your spine nice and straight. So I'm not rounding my spine here. I'm keeping it nice and long. You can also reach for calves or ankles if you'd like. Tips and weight forward. Lift your hips high. Take a full round of breath to tip in. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. Walk your hands forward as you spin your left foot forward. Toes are forward, coming into a lizard lunge. Drop your right knee down. You can come down to forearms if you'd like. You can always come onto a block with your forearms. Spin onto that left pinky toe edge of your foot, your left foot. And then if you'd like, you can press your left knee out. Nice hip stretch here. Full breath in. Full breath out. Bring your left knee back in. Then lift yourself back up. We're going to work on hip mobility again with a little bit of movement. So if you'd like, you can place a block right under your left foot. Again, if you don't have a block, that's okay. You can do this without a block. Lift your right knee, tuck your right toes. We're finding a small sway forward and back. So my left knee is slowly tracing over my ankle, not too much, not even to my big toe, and then stacks back over my ankle. Just find one or two more rocks or sways. And then go ahead and come into your split. So again, if you only have a half split, you can sit back on your block. If you have blocks, you can use blocks underneath your thighs to help to lift you up, to keep your body upright, and then you can hinge. Just find where you're at, honor that position. Half split or full split, neither is worse or better. Our bodies are just different. Take a full round of breath. Lift yourself back into your lunge and move any blocks. Tuck your right toes behind you, lift your right knee. Step back to a high plank. From our high plank, we're taking side plank. So center your left hand so your wrist and your shoulder are in a nice 90-degree angle. Then spin onto the edges of your feet and lift your right arm up. Side plank of your choice today. You can lift a leg, you can take a tree plank. You can always drop your inside knee if that helps you to be more stable. Just take one more breath. Lift your hips, reach your top arm forward, release your top arm down. You're back in your high plank. Drop your knees and lower yourself all the way down, coming into a full locust. Arms by your sides, lift your heart and chest, lift your legs. Pull your fingertips and shoulder blades back. Lift your legs a little higher, float. Release hands under shoulders. Find your tabletop or your down dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your right leg just like. Squeeze it through to your lunge. Plant your left foot down. Reach your left arm forward. Cartwheel yourself up to your warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse. Take your right palm up towards the ceiling, catching your wrist, or in between your shoulder blades, catching your elbow. Straighten your right leg, reach back. Give yourself that little tug. Back to center, arms to a T. Turn your right toes in. Back to our wide-legged forward fold. Lift your heart and chest. Palms down, pull your core in, belly to spine. Small pause when you're parallel. And release your hands to the floor or to a block. This time you can round your spine. So go ahead and let your spine dome around. Reaching arms behind you. Again, still letting your head hang. Or you can reach arms forward for a wide-legged down dog. To weight into the balls of your feet. Send your hips up. Walk your hands back to center, hands under shoulders. Then start to walk your hands forward as you turn your right toes forward, coming back to our lizard lunge. Drop your left knee down. Again, you can come to forearms. You can release forearms to a block. Spin onto the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Press your right knee out if you'd like. Bring your right knee back to center. Your choice, if you'd like, you can place that block, if you have one, under your right foot. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Just find that slight rock forward and back. So again, this is nothing huge, just taking our knee slightly in front of our ankle and then stacking it back over our ankle. Take 2 or 3 more. When you're ready, find your split. Again, that can be a half split. You have full split with blocks. Full breath in. Full breath out. Walk yourself back into your lunge. Set your block to the side. Hamstring your right foot. Tuck your left toes. Step your right foot back. You're in your high plank. Coming into our slide plank, center your right hand, wrist and shoulder in line. Spin onto the edges of your feet and lift your left arm up. I'll let you choose which plank you take today. In either plank, pull your core in and lift your hips up. Reach your top arm forward. Release it down, high plank. Your choice where you go from here. If you'd like to take a chaturanga, lowering to the high push-up, you can. You can lift right to the down dog. Meeting in our dog, take a full breath in. Full breath out. Coming into a yogi squat. So you can either bend both knees and then hop yourself forward, feet to the outside of your hands, or you can do one foot at a time. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand and your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Use your elbows to press your knees out. Again, if you have a block, you can always sit back on a block to work your yogi squat. Engage your core and lengthen your spine. If you'd like, you can take an arm balance here, a crow or a crane, or if you have a safe inversion in your practice, you can take a headstand or handstand. Since you're at home and I'm not with you, if you've never done any of those before, maybe use your blocks for props in an arm balance, but I wouldn't recommend an inversion if it's your first time. So just stick with me in the yogi squat. You have about 2 more breaths to play wherever you are. If you're in an arm balance, you can hop yourself back to the down dog. Same in an inversion. Whenever you're ready, step, walk, or jump yourself back to the down. If you'd like to flow through a vinyasa or chaturanga, go ahead. If not, stay and pedal at your knees, pedal at your heel. Meeting in our dog, lift your right leg high. Place it through to your lunge. Drop your left knee down. Walk your right foot across your mat, coming into pigeon pose. Sending your left toes back. Lift your heart and chest, drop your hips, and then hinge yourself forward. If pigeon doesn't work for you for either knee or hip issues, you can come into a 90-90 sit. So both of your legs will make an L. Knee and hip in line, knee and ankle in line. And then on this side, you want to hinge to the right. So again, you can always use a block here. Sink into your pigeon. Settle into your 90-90 sit. Take a full round of breath. If you're in 90-90 sit, come back to center. If you're in pigeon, lift yourself back up. Find a little lift in your heart and chest. Everyone, swing your left leg forward, coming into a seated head to knee and kind of doing a little around the world rotation. So we'll come back to pigeon or 90-90 on our other side. Left foot forward, right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Reach up, grow tall, and ground down through your sits bones. Turn towards the left and bring yourself down for your seated head to knee. Bend your knee as much as you need to make that forehead to knee connection. So for some people, it's easy to reach their foot. For others, they need that bend in their knee. Take a full round of breath. Make forehead to knee connection. Reach past your left toes. Use your arms and core to lift yourself back up. Straighten your left leg if you took that bent knee. Then reach your right arm back, coming into a mini wild thing. Roll onto your right leg, lift your hips up and reach back. Release your hips back down into a butterfly pose. Feet are pressing together. Hands can interlace around your toes. Sit up tall and start to hinge forward with a long spine. When you can't keep your spine long anymore, go ahead and allow it to dome and round, just peeking in at your belly button. Start to roll yourself back up to seated. Take your right heel to the right corner of your mat. Place your left foot to your right thigh. Reach up, turn towards your right leg, come all the way down. Again, bending your knee if you need to. Take a full round of breath. Tap forehead to knee. Reach past your right toes. Use your arms, use your core, lift back up to center. Straighten your right leg if you bent it. Take your left arm back, mini wild thing. Roll onto your left leg. Lift your hips and reach it. Release your hips back down. Swing your right leg back if you're coming into pigeon. And then you'll have to scoot your hips side to side a little bit to get centered. If this transition doesn't work for you, you can step back to the down dog and then step your left leg forward to the lunge. So I don't want your hips to feel awkward at all. If you're taking the 90-90 sit, again, knee and hip in line, knee and ankle in line, you can hinge to the left. Just relaxing into these poses today, almost making them meditative. Focus on your breath. Try to let any other thoughts dissipate. Take one more full round of breath. Start to lift yourself back up. If you're in the pigeon, press into your hands. If you're in the 90-90 sit, just take your right foot back. Lift your heart and chest. Everyone, tuck your right toes and lift your left leg up. Release your left leg down. Take a slow pedal of your knees, a slow pedal of your heels. Feeling the stretch in the back of your legs and your hamstrings on each side. So maybe taking it slower than you would or than you normally do in the beginning of practice. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands. Sit back and come right into a boat pose. So lift your knees up to 90. You can catch under your knees for a moment to lift your heart and chest and engage your core. Then take your arms by your sides, palms lifted. Now on your inhale, squeeze your knees into your chest. Exhale, come back to your boat. If you'd like, you can straighten your legs. Inhale, knees in. Exhale, take it out to 90 or straighten. Inhale, knees to chest. Exhale to your boat. Take one more, knee to chest. Hold your boat for 3, 2, and 1. Knees to chest. Release your feet down. Roll onto your back for bridge or wheel pose. Walk your heels in towards your glutes. Press into your hands and feet to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. If you'd like a more restorative bridge, you can place your block right underneath your low back. If you want to work your bridge, I want you to focus on your hip points and send them up towards the ceiling. And then really engage your quads, the front of your legs. Press down, lift up. Everyone take one more breath in your bridge or wheel. Move your block if you have one. Release everything down. Let your knees fall to the sides. Soles of your feet come together. Wide bound angle pose. Place a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly. Close your eyes for a moment as your spine neutralizes. Take one more full round of breath. Bring your knees back up, soles of your feet to the floor. Pull your right knee in for single knee to chest. Send your left leg long, or you can hover your left heel an inch. So you want to either press it into your mat or find that little hover. Pull your right knee towards your right shoulder. Maybe thigh and rib cage just tap, or just come towards each other. Keep both feet flexed to protect your knees. Give your right knee a squeeze. Release your left foot to the floor. Step your right ankle on your left knee for figure 4 and lift your left leg up. Reach through that space we just created as you pull your left leg in. We're going to engage a little bit here today. So I want you to press your right knee out, just using your own strength. So use your inner thigh. Try to use that center part of your glutes and your hip flexors to press your right knee out. Pull your left leg a little closer. Press your right knee out. Release that engagement. Release your left foot to the floor. Take your arms out to a T or goalpost arms. Rolling right into our twist. Roll onto the pinky toe edge of your left foot and bring your right foot down. Take your gaze over to the right. Roll back onto your left foot, bring your gaze back up. Send your right leg high. Interlace behind your knee or your calf for an inverted head to knee. Lift your heart and chest up. Release your upper body down, press palms into the mat. Straighten your right leg and then slowly lengthen and lower it all the way down to the floor. Send your left leg to meet it. Take a full round of breath. Bring your toes back up towards the ceiling. Pull your left knee in, single knee to chest. Keep your right leg long or hover your heel and hinge. Give your left knee a squeeze. Release your right foot to the floor. Stack your left ankle on your right knee. Lift it up for figure four and reach through. Give your right leg a squeeze. Now press your left knee out to the left. Pull your right knee in a little closer. Keep pressing your left knee out. Release. Bring your right foot to the floor. Coming into our twist, arms to a T or goalpost arms. Roll onto the pinky toe edge of your right foot and bring your left foot down. Gaze to the left. Bring your gaze back to center. Roll back onto the bottom of your right foot. Send your left leg high. Interlace behind your knee or your calf for inverted head to knee. Release yourself down, cross palms, lengthen your left leg, and then slowly lower all the way down to your mat. Send your right leg to meet it. Take a full breath in, and a full breath out. Hug those knees in for a double knee to chest. Try to catch opposite elbows if you can, and really give yourself a squeeze. You can stay here and rock side to side, or you can take a happy baby, feet up towards the ceiling, rocking side to side. If you took happy baby, come back to your double knee to chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Send your legs long. If you're ready for final rest, let your feet fall out and palms face up. If there's any other pose you need, feel free to take it here before we come into our Shavasana or final rest. But once you're long on your mat, close your arms. Mix in the natural rhythm of your breath. Just feel your breath moving through you. Receive your practice and enjoy your final resting pose. I'm going to mute myself so you don't get my background noise, but I will be back with 3 rings of the bell. Start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Bring awareness back into your physical form. When you're ready for a larger movement, hug your knees into your chest. Show yourself some gratitude and thank yourself for making it to your mat this afternoon. Reach your right arm back. Rolling onto your right side, using your arm as a support, fall into fetal position, our beautiful position of new beginnings. Recall the intention, purpose, or dedication you set at the beginning of your practice. Maybe set a new one to take you through the rest of your Thursday or into your Friday or weekend. Keeping eyes closed, start to press yourself up to seated, facing forward. Bring your hands to heart center. Tuck your chin, glance down at your fingertips. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, let your breath go. Let's recognize the peace and light within each and every one of us by bowing forward together. Thank you, everyone. Beautiful Thursday practice. I will have a sub next week. I'm going to be away, but one of my great yoga teachers from Verge, her name is Liz, is going to sub for you. So you'll see Liz next week.